This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Head today to lootcrate.com/reviewtechusa and enter the code RTU to save 10% on any subscription plan. Skip it up and that up. So for everyone that was hoping and praying that this would happen, guess what? I got good news for you. Satoru Iwata is gonna keep his job. Nintendo had their annual shareholder meeting and they decided to re-elect Satoru Iwata. Along with other people like Shigeru Miyamoto, he gets to keep his position. A lot of people are thinking, people even thought when the Wii U was doing extremely terrible that they thought that Satoru Iwata was going to be reelected, but they're really thinking the reason that he got to keep his position, which he's actually out of commission right now because he had to get a mass removed from his bile duct. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Satoru Iwata had to have a surgery and he's recovering from that. But anyway, that's off topic. The reason that a lot of people feel that he got to keep his position is because Mario Kart 8 single-handedly right now seems to be saving the Wii U. Wii U's have been moving a lot more units ever since Mario Kart 8 was released. 2 million copies of Mario Kart 8 have been sold. So things are looking, at least for now, much better for the Wii U. And a lot of people are thinking that that is the reason that he got to keep his job. Now, before I get into my opinion on how I feel about Satoru Iwata keeping his position as president of Nintendo, here's a little brief history of Satoru Iwata and how he started out in the games industry. When he graduated from college, he became HAL Laboratories coordinator of software production in 1983 and was dubbed a genius programmer. So he's been doing his thing for a while. And 10 years later, he became the president of HAL in 1993. In the year 2000, he joined Nintendo as head of its corporate planning division, and then he became the fourth president of Nintendo in 2002, which he still has that position to this day. So Satoru Iwata has been a hustler. No one can knock that the guy is a hard worker. He definitely is. So I know that everybody is predicting what I'm going to say, because I've said it 1,000 times before, and people are already probably getting angry before I even open up my fat, bearded mouth. Like, oh, look at Mr. I'm failing at growing a beard over here. I bet he's going to say that Satoru Iwata, he sucks, and he sucks, and he sucks, and he sucks, and he's going to make a trolling video on how much Satoru Iwata sucks because he thinks he sucks and he hates Nintendo. No, I'm not going to make that. Look, I've went over my reasons before 1 billion times as to why I feel that fresh blood is needed at Nintendo. I feel that maybe taking Nintendo in a more mature direction, not doing anything with their first-party exclusives, that's what makes Nintendo. But adding more mature content to their lineup, embracing third-party developers more, because Nintendo has not for a very long time. And don't give me the line that Nintendo and third parties, they can't do it. Why can't they do it? They can't do it because they've had bad relations with them. That's why that's happened. But anyway, getting back to Satoru Iwata. So yeah, I still hold my opinion that I would like to see fresh leadership. But I understand the shareholders. See, shareholders, as much as they're all about numbers and money and numbers and money, and investors are about numbers and money, they're also very emotional people. And before Mario Kart 8 was released, they were probably all panicking like, oh my god, what do we do? Maybe we do need a new leader. Maybe we need to get rid of Satoru Iwata. The Wii U's not selling. The Wii U's not selling. And then all of a sudden, Mario Kart 8 comes out and the Wii U starts actually selling pretty well. And they're like, ooh, oh my god, maybe we should keep Satoru Iwata. Maybe we should keep him. Wow, he's actually, the Wii U's starting to sell. Maybe we do need Satoru Iwata. Maybe we do need him. So I really think, you can't go into people's heads and know what's really going on, but I really do think maybe Mario Kart 8 did save his ass. The 3DS has been doing well for quite a while, but seeing the turnaround with the Wii U, whether it's temporary or not, we'll have to wait and see. Seeing it selling more and seeing a game do very well on it, like Mario Kart 8, probably opened up their, made them more tolerant of Satoru Iwata, and they want to keep him in the leadership position. Now, as a consumer, I already told you my stance. I'd like to see fresh leadership. But if I was an investor, maybe I would still vote to have someone new come in and see what a new leader can do, and a new president of Nintendo, see what direction he could take the company in, because maybe it's necessary. But at the same time, having a new leader can be disastrous. And I understand why they would want to keep him, because it's safe. You know what Satoru Iwata's strengths are. You know what his weaknesses are. You know what to expect from him. Whereas if you get someone new in there and you go into uncharted territory or uncharted waters, we've seen it with other corporations before, folks. It could become a complete disaster, and a new leader, a new president of Nintendo, could put them in worse shape than they are in some aspects, and they could damage Nintendo's brand even more. Satoru Iwata's done a shit ton wrong, but he's also done a shit ton right, and he's a hard worker, and they know that. So they're like, okay, yeah, we know Nintendo has flaws, and maybe in the long term it can seriously affect Nintendo as a corporation, I should say. But at the same time, we know what to expect from Iwata, and we may just want to keep him. Because we don't want to have someone come in and fuck everything up. Whereas Iwata, we know what he's good at and what he's bad at. And I think investors and shareholders were thinking that way too. So I'm not hardcore disappointed that Iwata is keeping his job. I'm not. I mean, I've stated my case before. And the reason I'm not, because I understand why the shareholders wanted to keep him. They were probably scared to see what someone else in his shoes would do. Because it could be, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, folks. And when you think something may end up being better, you could be in a lot worse shape than you were with the way things were before. So I think they kept Iwata because they know what to expect, and it's the safe route to go. Whether you agree or disagree or not, I can't blame them for making the choice they did to keep him in his position. All right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.